would we really be equipped to deal with a world without oil? Like, okay,
I
let's
mean,
say I mean I can give an example on what I'm thinking about, right?
mhm,
You know, every person on Earth needs food, right, and water.
mhm.
As far as I can tell, like the food and water supply are basically reliant on fossil fuels, right? Because you gotta, take the crops, ship them off to this place, and then ship them off to the store, right?
Mhm.
So if there was no more oil tomorrow, there would be you'd have mass starvation, right?
Or yes and no.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm currently
I do realize that I'm stupid, and I'm just saying this like an
no, no, but
idiot.
because I'm not calling for mass starvation tomorrow.
Yes, yes.
Like that it wouldn't be worth saving the world if millions of people are going to starve. That's not what I'm saying at
Yeah.
all.
But
Uh,
the thing that I am trying to say that is if we reduce our like emission by 60%, right?
mhm.
Would be would we be able to handle that without, basically being that
Yeah.
is the reason for people to die, right? You know what I mean? It's probably stupid to anybody that's educated in this, but that's just what I'm thinking here. Like, are we actually like technologically able to live without oil for now?
I'm going to go out on a limb and say yes because currently a couple of reasons. Firstly,
Okay.
the we're not pooling our resources effectively enough as we should.
Okay.
We're not building enough solar, like the second example, we're not building enough solar panels in Africa.
Yeah.
We're
Okay.
not. We're not even close. We're not building enough hydropower plants in the Himalayas. We're not because there isn't money for it. Like the Himalayas isn't covered. I'm just saying that as an example, obviously, but like the huge ass, Himalaya mountains aren't covered in hydropower plants like they should, because no one has had the money or the care to go and make them yet because it's not profitable enough.
Okay.
And we haven't made solar panels in Africa because it's not profitable. It's much more profitable to go into the Saharan it's much more profitable to go to the Sahara Desert and dig after oil than it is to go into the exact same Sahara Desert and make solar panels because solar panels are expensive as shit.
And they're
They are.
also
They
very
really are.
inefficient.
And so that's why I'm saying we need to take the strict action, right? Because as soon as we set the game rules, that we say, okay, from now on, or 5 years from now, you can't profit off of oil anymore. You have
Okay.
5 years to switch all your assets away from oil from now. Ready, set, go. Like, come on, go get them, right? After those 5 years, then it's going to be profitable building solar panels in Africa. Then it's going to be profitable building hydropower plants in Himalayas. But reason number 569 that I hate liberals is because if we don't, no, really, if we don't set that, 5 years from now, you can't make oil anymore rule, it's never, 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 never going to be profitable building, covering all of Algeria. It's never going to be profitable covering all of Algeria in solar panels because it's much more profitable going to the next country over and digging for oil.
Yes.
So it's never going to happen unless you set the game rules to a certain standard. So I think it is possible. But and I understand why you're afraid that it isn't possible. But the only reason you're afraid it isn't possible is because we haven't forced the game rules to change yet. Like if you knew that eventually, or like 5 years from now, oil was going to be illegal, then I'm sure you, or at least I would hope that you would agree with me that eventually it's going to be profitable covering Africa in solar panels and covering the Himalayas in hydropower plants.
Okay.
So eventually we're going to, like, if we set the game rules strict enough, eventually, yeah, eventually we could just snap our fingers, turn off the oil tap, and we would live fine on. I honestly believe that.